3,345 pounds as you see it here today. This is a standard series 16BHS Wolf Pup as compared to the black label version that you will also find here at Haylett RV. And on that note, we actually already have a fully detailed walkthrough video of the 16BHS in that black label. So this will mostly be just a quick flyby pass through. I'd like you to watch both, and then on either video, leave us a comment which version you prefer, why, what you like, what we could change on our videos, and if you could change one thing on the RV, what would it be? We love getting feedback like that. So a quick bit of housekeeping. Again, we already have a full detailed walkthrough of this model in black label. So if you've seen that already, leave me some comments when you're done watching this and let me know which one you like and why and what features really stand out to you. And if you could change anything, let me know that too. I always love feedback I can give to the manufacturers. But if you haven't, after you're done watching this, make sure you check that link in the video description, watch the black label version, let me know what you think there. Most of black label is eye candy, most of it's outside. Like here you have sealed edge thermal foil countertops versus solid surface in black label. You have a little bit different fabric color on your dinette cushions. That's really the only main differences you'll see inside. Thankfully, Cherokee had their ears on. The last couple of years I heard a lot of people say, I really wish you had some kind of window in the entry door. So not only did they do it, they gave us a full viewing window, but it's got like a glass front on the door, so you don't really see it from the outside. It's what I call the InvisiView entry door, which is just one of my many growing number of RV nerdisms. TV hookups right there. This is a Camp Queen. It's a 60 by 74 bed. However, Cherokee does leave us the room here. If you wanted to, you could sacrifice that headboard, which does have a nice pocket below it. You'll see that in greater detail in black label video. You could put a true queen in there. If you want, you could put one of those LCI Wi-Fi router LTE access points in that little plug up there on the ceiling. This has a full 13,500 BTU air conditioner and a full 6.5 foot tall normal RV height, which is something you cannot always assume in these smaller single axle mini campers. I'll actually show you myself walking under that, and I'll even set the dinette down into sleeper mode and show you the storage below it in our other video. Again, this is just a quick overview. I'm sure you're tired of me saying that, but if I don't repeat it 100 times, people ask me, why didn't you show this, that, or the other thing? Well, I, already did. And I tell you, high value features here. The sink covers, the stove cover, the way that they've enclosed all that off, it's just awesome what they are doing on these models right here. They were the first in this class to use that big refrigerator, which is great. The details like having the USB outlets and the lights for the upper and lower bunks. It's those kind of extra things that I really appreciate on these. Now notice, you'll see that this is a cargo bunk storage door from the outside, but you can't really like get out from here, and it does deadbolt for security purposes, which is always nice. Foot flush toilet, plenty of kind of, shoulder, hip space. They've kind of gone with like, it's not a tub, it's not a shower, but it's an in-betweener. What do we want to call this? Not a tower, because that's already a thing. A shub. It's the Cherokee shub bathing system. That's what it is right there. It's deep enough if you have a little bitty baby, you could give them a bit of a bath. But it's also shallow enough that there's not like a big step up to get into it. I think they split the difference very nicely. Now around the corner here, they do include a kind of like hybrid mini sink in the shower itself. You see how the shower wand actually will act as the faucet. That is also a really handy place to be able to set your shampoos and body washes, since these corner shelves on their own, not the most useful things. Here's another look at that storage compartment below the bed. Huge space, and again, it's very easy to access from inside or outside. The stable steps, I believe Cherokee was the first in this class to standardize that, although it seems like everybody and their brother's doing it now. And I love that little wolf pup kind of glazing that they put on the front of that, essentially glass front InvisiView door. Like notice again, we could see out of it, but isn't it cool how seamless it looks? I want to really point that out because I don't think a lot of people would notice it was there because it is so seamlessly done. And once you know it's there, it's like, it's really fun and cool. See the TV hookups there, little fridge with the drawbridge door. I think that's a perfect little mixology, pardon me, mixology station. I don't know what happened. I think I literally choked on thin air. But below that front compartment and in front of that front stabilizer jack, you'll also see a gas grill hookup. So if you want to do a little bit of camp grilling, you can. So it's not an official outside kitchen model, but you got a spot for your cooker, you got a mini fridge. I don't know, I think it's pretty close. I think you could make it like a camp kitchen. Now, it's a 7-foot wide, easy towing model, and apologies for the phasing in and out of the zoom. The camera is really struggling with the backlighting that we have coming in from the sun, but just like that, it comes back into view. Isn't that a pretty thing? Now, this is something I am very excited about. I think that it's a feature that will catch on. What Cherokee did here is they have this new quick jack system. So if you look at it, it looks like just a manual jack, but a simple, the same hex nut adapter that goes on your power, or not your stabilizer, geez, oh Pete's, the same hex nut adapter that goes on your manual stabilizer jacks to make them like a cordless jack, whew, there we go, can hook up here. And check this out, in 8 literal seconds, you can have your jack up or down. It is simpler, faster, easier than a power tongue jack ever dreamed of being, and very, very handy if you are hooking up to a weight distribution system, which, if done properly, requires that you actually lift and lower the nose a few times. And folks, you're saying, yeah, but now I got to have a drill to go with my camper. I think that's a thing you should probably have with you anyway. Those are extremely useful for a variety of reasons. You'll always find a reason to use a little drill at any point. There's plenty of little nooks and crannies. You can hide one of those in there. A full outside utility shower is an awesome feature. I will want to make sure that I point out here too, because again, a lot of little campers don't necessarily have those. Now over here on our tires, you see those, just that good looking wheel package. It's something I really, really like on these guys. They also have little tire pressure indicator caps on their valve stems. Little pro tip from your Uncle Josh, look at those things, and at a glance they kind of tell you if you do or don't need to put air in your tires before you leave for your adventure. However, recommendation, tap on them a few times just to make sure the little flip toggle thing inside isn't stuck for some reason. I've seen a couple instances where I looked at the tire and it might have been visibly low and just needed a quick little tss of air, but the indicator cap was still reading green. Just tap it and it goes, oh yeah, I'm sorry, I must have got hung up there. Now, right above our sewer hookup station is this courtesy light right here for, you know, being able to see what you're doing when you're dumping your tanks. And it's on a completely separate switch off that master control panel inside. Again, this is deadbolt capable. You see that we've got plywood decking here, and it folds up out of the way. It can hook up out of the way to create just a large, wide open storage compartment. And I think that's been one of the big hitter features on this floor plan over the years. The cargo rack on the back has a 200-pound rating before the spare tire. Keep that in mind. I always like to make sure I give you as much detail as I can in these. This does have a fully walkable roof as well. I'm almost falling over on the little hill that I'm walking on right now, so apologies if the camera work is really wonkier than usual. I think I just said that the roof is fully walkable. It's also a white roof membrane, which will really help keep a lot of the heat from the sun down in this camper. Not to mention the little box this thing is with a full-size 13,500 BTU roof air conditioner. When an 8,000 side mount would be enough and you got a 13.5 on top, this thing's fine. We have our drunken uncle leash latch on the back so that after Uncle Ricky has one too many, he can make sure he doesn't go wandering off, because, you know, we all remember when that happened and we don't want to go down that road again. And then we're back to our power awning with LED lighting, the outside TV mounts, and our little mixology station, all wrapped up into this one little dynamite package. Cherokee has become one of the most, and depending on how you want to boil the numbers, the most popular brand out there. If you combine all the different members of the Cherokee family, they've become the #1 selling brand out there. In the wood skeleton conventionally constructed class, J-Flight has still maintained their #1 record since '05, but they are going for one another. And I am certainly glad that we have them here together at Haylett RV, not to mention Catalina's and Wildwoods. We have a massive selection of things. So if this is close, but no cigar, give us a call, because at Haylett RV, we do it all. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and let me know what you think of that black label, everyone.